For lack of better words, this game is bad. Not buggy bad like Anthem or Fallout 76. Not this was better before bad like New Gundam Breaker. This game is just bad. From the level design, to the combat, to the stealth, to the escort system, the sheer amount of frustration this game gives from all of the above made this one of the most unfun experiences I've had in a long time. And part of me loves it. I want to thank Jimmy the Bimmy Lee for the game over here. Thanks, Jimmy. Dick. Left Alive is a game for the PS4. Well, I guess for the PC as well, if it runs. I mean, some people can't get it to run well at all, so does that mean it's actually on PC? Whatever, I mean, take your 10 FPS and get the hell out of here. Left Alive is a stealth, survival, crafting, light mecha game? I don't know. It's The Last of Us and Metal Gear. I said mecha. And I mean, you saw the mecha in the intro, right? Yeah, well, that's a Wanzer. A Wanzer is a mech from the Front Mission universe, so this game is now in that universe alongside the ever-popular Front Mission Evolved. You don't need to know much about the universe to play this, because all that's really said for the story is, oh no, they're killing everyone. You gotta save them. You're a good guy, aren't you? Save them, or don't. I mean, your good ending is locked behind saving everyone. This game plays like Metal Gear Solid, except worse. What do I mean by that? Well, in Metal Gear, you're usually given multiple ways of dealing with the situation, from different routes to easily dispatching the enemy, or even going loud, if that's what you wish. In Left Alive, you're given one or two routes, usually only one because of level design, to get through the situation in front of you. That's not all that bad on the surface. The problem comes with the combat. Usually you'll be distracting enemies with items you pick up, or even craft. Distracting them and walking past is all well and good till they see you through a wall. Because the AI, it doesn't want to play by the rules the game has set.
Caution, the enemy is approaching.
You start to rely on combat for later segments of the game. I mean, they dump ammo at you. I have never run out of ammo in the game outside of the second chapter. You don't just shoot people. That takes too long. You need to knock them down and get headshots while they're on the ground, or get that melee kill. With the melee weapon, don't just punch them with your gun. Combat then devolves into lure a guy over, shoot him point blank with a shotgun, slide into a guy, shoot him in the head 4 times, melee a guy with the combo, and then down attack him, or slide into him, down attack him, then hit him once. Generally, that's your combat. It works really well with the stealth, where enemies will hear your gunshots, look right at the location, not move, or automatically know that you did that, but sometimes they don't. It doesn't make sense.
Caution, the enemy is approaching. Caution, the enemy is approaching.
Then comes the crafting element of the game. It's kinda like they just finished playing The Last of Us. As you pick up empty bottles and the whole deal, you craft a few gadgets to throw or set. Well, the best option out of all of them is the Molotov, because it stuns enemies. Enemies also don't actively search for you, even though their friend is on fire right in front of them. So you can craft a Molotov and an explosive can, because alone, the explosive can, it's pretty bad. But if you let the enemy take 5 or 6 hits from the Molotov, then throw the can, that's a kill. You don't have to waste 500 bullets. Just become a firebomber.
Caution. Nearby survivor located. Transmitting coordinates to your device. To abandon his duties here.
He's gonna go AWOL. You don't just decide to do something like that on a whim.
It sounds so easy on paper, and, well, it is. Outside of the fact that if you are caught, and they start shooting, and it's more than one guy, chances are you're going to get stun locked by all of the bullets and just die. If that wasn't bad enough, I did reference Dead Rising in a post I made on a Chinese basket weaving forum. Well, do you know how bad Dead Rising 1's AI is? Well, they pathfind like a bunch of idiots. Well, this game, it kinda does the opposite. The AI escorts go straight to the objective, so you have to kill all the enemies in the way. Why? Because you cannot tell them to go to a specific area. If you see like a burnt out van that they can probably hide behind, they're not going to do it. You can't tell them to go there. It's a chore to stop your escort because you either have to open up the menu or walk up to them and hit square. They don't bother to try to sneak, they just run very slowly to the shelter.
Subject of protection has encountered the enemy. Go to the rescue. Subject of protection has encountered the enemy. Go to the rescue. The civilian is dead.
So yeah, you have to rescue people to get the good ending, and none of the side missions are all too interesting. You do a few dialogue choices to get them to join you. All in all, your AI will walk straight into an enemy and die, then you'll reload, and it'll happen again, and again, and again. So you'll also die, then they die, you load, and it becomes this vicious cycle of loading. That's where a lot of the frustration comes from, the terrible AI, which causes your punishment. If you were to ignore the escort stuff, the game would be like 2 hours long, but it would be a lot more bearable. You wouldn't have to deal with escort missions. Then comes the strange level design. You get side missions, the escort missions, for walking near specific areas. Sometimes they'll end up pretty far from you. You'll highlight them on the map and start to head over there. Sneak by a bunch of dudes, and then they block the path with debris or a truck. You get caught, you die, you load, try to find another path. That one's blocked too. Oops. After that, you beat the chapter and bam, you're in the same level, with a different character, but they block the route you just used, with debris or a truck. That's that good stuff. The Wanzers control really stiff. Understandably, they're robots. They're also made of paper. Once you beat the game, you're given the option to New Game Plus, and on that New Game Plus, you're given skills to purchase to make yourself better by increasing damage, stealth, making Wanzers better. It's a function that probably should have been there in between chapters. How many survivors you rescue would increase your skill points or something. The survivors don't do anything but cause frustration and give you an ending, which in fact is text on a screen. It's good. The easiest I can put the game is its Deadly Premonition without the charm. The story, the characters, it's all forgettable. I don't really remember much of it at all, and I finished it recently. You play as 3 characters, one is trying to get out of the city, the other is trying to find a little girl, and the third is trying to kill the villain, I think. They then throw in an experimental Wanzer, and then it dies like the other Wanzers anyway. You gotta stop it though, because it's apparently really strong, or something. And then there's like a virus? Or, I don't know. I didn't exactly read the lore pages because I couldn't be asked to. The dialogue choices don't really affect your character, but rather the characters you talk to. In the sense of, whoops, I said the wrong thing, and now that NPC I'll never meet again is dead. Oh well. The music can get a little grating, as it's pretty much the alert song. That's all you'll really hear. That and the loading music. The boss theme is really good though, but you hear it twice. As for sound effects, well, they sound kind of
The enemy is
bad.
approaching.
There's roaring fires around the city, but they don't make a sound. You can hear gunshots in the background, but that's about it. I don't think this game is worth anybody's time. It has issues. It has lots of issues, from the bland combat to the terrible AI, and the poorly thought out maps. I like it, and I hate it. But overall, it's just another nail in the coffin for a series that I love. If you do ever plan on playing it, for the love of God, do not play on Advanced or Hopeless from the start. It will do nothing but lead you to play hours and hours, really angry and frustrated, like it did me. Save that for New Game Plus. And don't forget, friends, play bad games. Solidify your love for your favorites even more. Till next time.